Caramba, cara. Vai ter que parar pra ver isso aí na live do amiguinho. R4. Bicho monstro. Bicho absolutamente monstro. É, eu tô carregadão, né, nessa embaixada. Carregadão. Embaixador desses caras é mó legal. Curti pra caralho. Enquanto a outra mulher lá era uma baita de uma vaca. Mas e agora? Qual que é o caminho pra eu sair daqui? Ah, é. Deixa eu pegar essas coisas antes, né? Esculturinha Art Deco. Pior que eu queria pra colocar no Outpost uma esculturinha dessa. Deixa eu até ver melhor aqui. Nossa, não. Super legal. Super legal isso aí. Curto Art Deco, sabe? O cara que mistura Cyberpunk com Art Deco. É, esse sou eu. O cara faz um Decopunk. Pergunta, essa porta trancada... Ah, é sim. Não, que nem vale a pena eu abrir. Tá, como é que eu saio daqui? Por onde? Por onde, minha gente? Acho que é por aqui, né, na real.
All yours.
Ainda pega umas coisinhas na saída, você vê que bom? Produtivo. Carzinho legal, cara. Ah, não, sala do laser eu tenho que ver isso. Meu Deus, é igualzinho. Só que melhor. Muito bom. Agora que eu vi isso. Tá cheio de zero wire, cheio de bateria e eu tô com zero espaço. É, não tem mais nada pra pegar aqui não. Pô, ainda peguei mais uns créditos na saída, só para ter o bônus. Sai.
Apply today at the nearest kiosk.
Entrar no Ryujin, cara. Se eu não quiser entrar no Ryujin Industries? Eu tô afim mesmo de vender as coisas que eu tenho. Kiosquezinho. Ah, informação. Tô esquisito, hein? Vocês são tudo esquisito. CJ! O que é isso? Vou virar o Sidney do GTA aqui dentro.
Life in New Atlantis moves pretty fast. I do my best to keep it nice and steady. I've got a good location. Things keep going this way. I've got all your basic.
Nossa, só vende comida, cara.
Thanks for stopping in. I can always use the business.
Falou, Sidney do GTA, você não será esquecido. Quem que era aquele cara mesmo? É isso que eu queria, o arsenal. Aí, o tio do arsenal, o que você tem aí pra vender? Advance de Grendel. Ah, não é ruim dano, não. O resto tudo calibrated. Pô, você me vê um negócio bom pra ter os outros ruinzinhos. Varum Starshine. Nossa, eu nunca peguei nada de Varum, cara. Eu posso vender as coisas, né? Nossa. Agora que eu vi o 41 de energia ali. Esse negócio aqui não é brincadeira, não, cara. Isso aqui é ruim. Eu não vou usar esse tanto mesmo. Eu vou vender isso aqui. Eu vou vender também. Vou vender porque, pô. Tchau. Radioactive Refined. Modified Calibrated. 7. 2.27. Eu não tenho mais como ganhar dinheiro com você, então vou embora. Tá, tem que falar ali pro cara de pau, então vamos lá rapidinho. Só falar com os carinhas da embaixada, fazer essa quest, pegar XP. Cracudo do XP. Dá pra usar o elevador da embaixada agora? Dá, né? Ótimo.
Captain. Oh, wait. Did you actually? That's incredible. I'm very much looking forward to getting the debrief on how precisely you managed to pull all the... Regardless. And now, I've already arranged everything with the archival. When you get down there, the UC monitor will give you Here, the UC code piece and an archival access card. Absolute best behavior down there.
Pardon?
Yes? What? Ah, Captain. Congratulations on joining the ranks of the Terrorilhos.
On the record?
Hora de ver os arquivinhos. Bip.
We've been expecting you. Please approach the monitoring station and we will go over the rules.
Esse lugar que tá zoado, hein, fia?
Welcome, Captain, to the archives. To proceed, you will need to deposit your codes into the 3 corresponding receptacles. Once they are verified, I will open the door. Your data resides in Unit 18. You will not be able to access any of the other units. Once you've collected your data, return to the entrance. You may insert the first of the archival codes when you're ready to begin.
Tá. Ah, esse é do Varum. Por isso que tá aberto, abandonado e...
You may proceed, Captain.
Quem diria? Peguei os dados e vou cair fora. João.
There you are.
Captain. Surprised to find out we're having visitors as we work.
Major Sanan and I were just discussing the merits of your planned interfactional cooperation. I think it's a great idea. Get them invested in the solution. Make it clear we've got nothing to hide.
I'm sure they'll be lovely house guests.
Now, Captain, if you wouldn't mind transferring the documents to the Major, she and I have been discussing next steps.
Time for us to start getting some real answers. And so whenever you're ready. Yes. Percival and I have done our damage. This...
Plus, you don't need her word. We'll be setting up oversight alongside.
Acknowledged and accepted, Captain. So with the data out of the way, we've been discussing where exactly this work's getting done. The Red Devil's headquarters on Mars, back where you found Percival, seemed the natural spot. Already has the equipment. Should even be able to house its own cadre of Though it sounded like the deputy had a few...
Indeed. The most important of which is getting...
Then I guess we'll see you on Mars.
Captain, if you'll follow me.
Hello. Excuse me.
Demora, meu irmão.
I used to be an actuary. Now look at me.
Follow me.
Eu já tô te seguindo, você que tá parado aí.
Exhilarating, isn't it? To be the first person to scan these things.
All right, Captain. Are you ready to become a Good. This isn't the only item we need to... Please raise your hand. Captain, through your actions today and in days past, you have earned your place through service, bravery, strength, and upholding...
Whatever.
Captain, I'm pleased to welcome you into the United Colonies as a full citizen. Here, your official ID. We've also let the Aphelion Realty office out in the plaza know you're approved to purchase property. Now, the other item we needed. There's a member of the UC who's asked to speak to you. Normally, we wouldn't even consider something like this, but we think this person has and they've stated they'll only share it with you. So I need your agreement that everything you're about to see is kept in the strictest Let's hope it never comes to... Head to the elevator. You're going to subsection 7. I'll make...
Seção 7.
I knew a place like this had to exist. I just never thought I'd actually be in it.
You're cleared for entrance.
Logging authorized entry, unsealing access. You may proceed down the corridor. But there are no additional visitors permitted. Your friend's gonna have to wait out here.
What? No magazines? Well, who's down for some small talk? Looks like we've got a volunteer here. Howdy, soldier. Want to compare war stories?
Welcome, Captain. Please, come down and approach the intercom. You and I should chat.
Vamos dizer que aquele geral nunca morreu e, na verdade, ele está preso aqui embaixo.
President Abeyo was kind enough to give me a few files to peruse. Quite the series of accomplishments. But now you face a foe unlike any other. And invisible, which is why I hoped we could speak. There's a reason for that. I'm Francois, but most know me as... I was an
Sabia que não tinha
admiral
morrido.
during the Colony War. One of its great... But the previous regime deemed me a sacrifice. Even my death served the colony. One final act of rebellion by the leadership that lost the colony war. The trial was authentic. I faced tribunal with dignity, but my execution staged. The cabinet at the time, long gone now, wished to keep me on as an advisor. So I elected to trade my freedom for my continued existence. To warrant my The official charges I faced after the war were... The first was the destruction of civilian ships during the Battle of Cheyenne. A battle during which those civilian ships were The other was ordering the bombing of the Londinian spaceport to halt the spread of the Terrormorph outbreak. The city and its citizens were lost, and for doing what was right...
É.
Captain, please. Which, right now, means finding a way to protect the United Colonies. An effort you and my progeny, Hadrian, have already... Though I am... Has she shared with you the nature of our... Did she? So willing to trust Hadrian. Our relationship has always been a challenge. The Major was born to become a great leader, carry on the legacy I established, and was given all... But the universe cut all that short. Now, though, and I think I have a part to play in it. It was an attempt by the United Colonies to solidify. They were raised by adoptive families made up of scholars and tacticians. Displayed. But by the time the colony war... But that's ancient history now. After some long years earning the trust of this current regime, the UC has been permitting me to work, helping them gather intelligence on, locate, and organize scenarios with quite a few successes, I might add. But in the names and locations of Hadrian and Percival's old research team, I'll tell you where they are. But many of them I knew personally, and You'd be shocked how often an otherwise brilliant criminal flees to the planet just next to the one where they were born, or where a family member resides. I simply use my own personal knowledge. There is a former colleague of mine. Like myself and Hadrian, he was involved in some of the United Colonies. If it dealt death, want you to track him down, and I'm not expecting he'll come bring me evidence that the job's done. Speak to Deputy McIntyre. I'm sure she'd be happy to hear that someone might be tying up this loose end. Though I would ask you, do not make... You can certainly try, but the man's been out there 20 years. Easier for all if you simply blow up his ship and be done with it. If that's what you require according to my information, he's been hiding around. There's a star station in the vicinity. The Den. The head.
Tá. O cara vive num aquário, meu irmão. Muito bom. Gostei.
Identity verified. You may proceed to the exit.
Yes, Captain? We've done everything that we can do for Urban's case aside from going to Gagarin. If you want to head to Gagarin, I hope the lawyer on Gagarin has time to review the case before we arrive.
Vai ficar parado aí mesmo, Bert?
Got any questions for me before we head out to next stop? Gagarin?
Vamos, Bert. Vamos. Me diz que ele me seguiu. Ah, seguiu. Não vai ficar parado aí, né, cara?
Captain, did your meeting go well? Exactly. Just another prisoner. With anyone. Good. Because bringing this up to the outside world, and that's not a good look for any of us. Dr. Reginald Orlaise? Of course, killing Orlaise is completely out of the question. But bringing him to justice... that'd be a huge win for the UC. Really? He found the members. We'd already initiated a search for them, but it'd save a lot of... Captain, if that's the deal, you have my endorsement. Just... Now, was there anything else you wanted to do? Then I'll bid you good day, Captain.
É, tá bom. Tá bom, tá bom, tá bom. Oh, agora você veio, né? Legal. Parabéns, meus para-choques. Jampeado direto. Vamos lá. Espera aí um pouco. Esse aqui ali é Phobos, cara. Tá muito grande esse Phobos aí, cara.
Welcome aboard the U. Did you have any questions before I escort you? Yeah, listen to him carefully. The commander's a one-and-done kind of officer. Other than that, just observe standard military decorum, and it should keep you from serving. Understood? So, you're the vanguard that took down that terramorph on Tau City. You've made quite an impression around here. Everyone upstairs is talking about it.
The Conde's on level 2.
That must have been one hell of a firefight. I almost regret missing out on all the fun. Of course, we don't normally see that kind of action on the Vigilance, but we have our moments. All right, Vanguard. Take the lift up to Ops. Commander Akande should be waiting for you. Good luck. Okay, hello.
I believe we have something important to discuss. Ah, there you are. Commander Kibwe Kande, UCC. I was beginning to think you were having second thoughts. It appears he certainly picked the right person. So, now that you're part of the team, this is the operations center of the UC Vigilance. SysDef's nerve center. Which is precisely why we're taking a more... We need eyes and ears inside the Crimson Fleet. So, the catch is that you can't just knock on their front door and ask for them. I do. Our intelligence has managed to find a possible opening into the Crimson Fleet through Sersha. She works for the Trade Authority in Sidonia. So you... You'd better hope so. Sersha won't be easy. Once you bluff your way into the Crimson Fleet, then that's where my second-in-command, Lieutenant Gillian Toft, comes into the picture. Eager to get going? Remember, this entire operation rests on your ability... I wouldn't expect any less. Look, before you begin, as an undercover operative for UC SysDef, you'll be allow yourself to stray too far off the path, and that's what I wanted to. Anyway, it's time to hand you over to Lieutenant Toft. Now, you have your orders.
All right. We don't have a lot of time, so I need you to... While you're working undercover, it's imperative that you gather... If you find any records that look suspicious or incriminating... Well, you better. Commander, I want data slates, computer downloads, handwritten notes, hell. For the sake of the settled systems, that minor skirmish you had with them on Vectera was nothing compared to the death and destruction. If you've seen what I've seen... That's all we're asking. Oh, before you go, Commander Akande has authorized a credit disbursement for each piece of evidence that you... It's not generous, it's motivation. All right. We've loaded a container of Aurora into your... We've cleared your ship for launch. Proceed to Sidonia. That should do it. Let me know if you need anything else.
Muito bom.
Howdy.
Hey.
Okay, hello.
fun as that was, it's good to be back.
Hey, you need something?
Sidônia. E chegou em Sidônia. O que temos em Sidônia? Bom, a primeira coisa que tem lá é lugares pra vender minhas muamba, né? Vamos lá, joguinho, eu quero vender muambas. Então, nisso, como é que eu tô de coisas aqui? 2 skill points, que é exatamente o que eu preciso pra virar um piloto foda com PH. Ia ser bom colocar 10% mais de dano em laser. Aumentar ainda mais a persuasão. Nesse aqui eu ainda não... Não virei o vendedor master ainda.
We all want to look our best. Am I right? Goodbye.
Escritório errado que eu queria do lado. É esse aqui.
I got a little bit of every. Take a look.
Vamos ver o que você tem aqui, meu querido. Puta, o cara não tem dinheiro. Aí tu me fode também, né, cara? Prendo é o caralho. Você precisa ter dinheiro.
How's it going? Can I help? Cool. Let's move.
Pô, Manak, você também tá sem grana.
Yo, stay good out there.
Antes de falar com a Sawyer, eu quero ver outra coisa. Quem é você?
Brave, coming to see a bona fide tracker. Hey, darling. You look like the type who doesn't mind. The Trackers Alliance can always use more bounty hunters to round up and kill wanted criminals.
Ah, nossa, que beleza. Isso aqui é uma das coisas que eu precisava.
So, you're fixing to take yourself on a little bounty. The Trackers Alliance posts jobs on the mission board. Now, look, much as I'm itching to get back out there and take down wanted marks on... Good. Here's the short of it. I'm only stationed here because I made a mistake. Killed the wrong bounty, and... Now, I heard rumors that this no-good, dirty quarry's been lurking around Mars. I got a plan in place to find him, but I gotta prove to my other tracker cons. Alright, so... You're gonna want to make sure you've got a boost pack to help get yourself up there, or else it's gonna be it'll track down my Mark's chip signal, assuming he showed. Clear out and come back to me as soon as you're done so you don't spook.
Bom, eu não tenho urgência pra fazer esse bounty, na verdade. E mission board, vamos lá. Olha lá, um já tem aqui.
Sometimes I wish I'd taken an easier job.
Fancy seeing you here.
Before you say anything, no, Mars is nothing like Earth. Heck, even Earth is nothing like what it used to be.
How goes?
Can't say I'm a fan. Don't be a stranger.
Porra, Jackson. Porra, Jackson. Agora sim eu vou falar ali com a... seja lá quem for. Circe.
If you're here to buy or sell, you might want to talk to Octai. I'm... Wouldn't be the first time. Oh, don't give me that look. I'm just having a laugh. I'm not talking price until I know. Aurora, huh? Nice.
Well, hang on there. We haven't even started.
No, they're right. What they didn't tell you is that I have a self-preservation streak. Of course, if there's a finder's fee you're offering, I might, well, bend the rule. You know, it's funny. Suddenly, I do remember someone who might be able to unload that stuff.
Glad we could put things into perspective.
There's a buddy of mine who runs with the Crimson Fleet. Goes by the name Adler. If he isn't passed out, you can find him killing the rest of his brain cells at the broken... Oh, and it's been a pleasure doing...
Irving was only on Gagarin for a short time.
Yes. Yeah. Let's go and try to beat the rush.
Pô, finalmente encontrei alguém que veio do contrabando que eu venho colocando pro
Unless you're here
Territórios.
to serve me another drink, you can turn around and walk away. Hey, why don't you say that a little louder? I don't think every single... okay. If you've got a whole shipment of this stuff, you're going to need to move it fast. But you're going to have to do something for... Right down to business!
That wasn't part of our deal. But I bet you're about to say it's a non-negotiable.
As a matter of fact, yes. Yes, I am. Non-negotiable addendum. Now listen up, because I'm not going to repeat myself. I need you to deal. You probably spent it all on booze, not that I blame you. What do I need to do here? Right, you can do this loud, you can do this quiet. I don't care. Perfect. His name's Carl Fielding. I think you'll find him wandering. Don't worry, you can't miss him. Just look.
Send some evidence ahead to the lawyer on the guard.
Atrás do carinha.
I wish there was something more to do around here. Drinking gets old.
Faith in the greatness and ingenuity of the human spirit is what helped us spread. Why, hello there. Be well in your travels.
Peace be with you. It's hard not to worry. Your spouse is the one doing all the hard work done in
I offer a great opportunity for people who don't wish to deal with the trade.
Is Mars treating you well?
Something I can help. Adler Camp. What? Look, I'm tired. Adler. Oh, wait. You mean that? I told him I'd pay up next week when Deimos cuts our next. What the heck? Look, I haven't got a single credit.
Technically, there are several natural geologic phenomena that can...
I'm a miner for Deimos. Yeah, it's a lousy company. Pays me a salary. But Holy crap! Thank you.
Urban was only on Gagarin for a short time. But I know that's where we'll get our answers.
If you see something suspicious, please don't hesitate to report it to any security officer.
Worker robot coming through.
The miners pretty much run the lower levels here.
Word of advice? Don't mess with me.
The military life may be tough.
Beleza, né? Mais um manualzinho.
Except focus, train, rest, repeat. Effective, but a bit maddening.
Bora subir.
I could use a break.
Have something for? Well, would you look at that? I knew that bum was all. He going to be a problem anymore? Nice. Nice. You're kind of a natural, you know. If you like this kind of work, you think you can handle running with my... That's what I'm talking about. All right. I'll call ahead and get a hold of Nevamora. She's second to the big... Head out to Europa. You'll find her there. Oh, and I've taken care of that Aurora.
Pimba. Fazer o esqueminha do bounty primeiro, só pra liberar uns bounties. Quero virar ninja nisso aqui. Quero virar ninja! Bora correr lá, né? Uma hora chega. Nossa, eu ainda tô carregando 107. Eu tenho ainda armas para vender. Armas para vender. Vim aqui pegar o seu arsenal. Armas para vender. Pra mostrar como o cérebro do cara que tá fazendo a live já tá carcomido. Ai, ai. Eu vi isso? Isso é a nave daqueles ET, cara? Isso aí era a nave dos ET. Nave de Starborn aquilo ali, cara. Meu senhor. Eu fiz questão de não avançar nessa linha no jogo pra não zoar a parada. Daí os bichos só aparecem. Eu tenho esse Starborn mesmo, cara, pelo design daquela porra. Fudeu, meu irmão. Tamanho daquela embalagem que eu tenho que fazer, cara. Deixa eu pegar e dar uma olhada em alguma coisa no YouTube que vocês não vão ouvir. Muita coisa interessante. Search Tracker aí, gente, sério. Ah, não, vou ver essa nave do ZTzão aí. É, os caras é... Os Starborn mesmo, cara. Starborn Guardian. Eu já imaginava. É uma nave deles mesmo.
Military left all this behind.
Vamos lá, uns créditozinhos.
Find out why this was locked.
Oh. Vamos ver o que tem ali. Ah, então nada que preste aqui. Deixa eu ver uma coisa. Legal, tá. Tirei uma dúvida importante aqui. Um meteoro ferroso. Quanto que eu tenho já? 114? Ah, dá pra eu... Podia até ter pego aquele plutônio lá atrás, se eu não... Storm Crater. Tá. O problema é que eu não tenho nem espaço pra carregar essas coisas nesse lugar, né? Que é o duro. Vamos voltar lá então, né? Teste treva. 3, 2, 1. E os Starborn estão por aí. Da onde diabos entra um mosquito nesse quarto com tudo fechado? Ah, tá, tem o cantinho da porta aberta.
Hey, you looking for more work? I'm wondering if you might be up. Good. I'm already getting readings from it. Here's your pay. Think of it as your cut of the bounty. This tracker business suits you, if I say so. We did, soon after you left the signal pinged. Soon as it did, I sent word to my fellow tracker, and he made a move on our guy. And on top of that, we bagged another wanted criminal. Turns out our guy was using the launch pad as a rendezvous point to traffic illicit goods, including... Bye. Hope I never have to kill you.
Tá bom então, né? Ah, não quero saber de Deimos, cacete. Eu vi que tem uma estação espacial do lado, porra. Não! Star Station. Star Station! Tá, vamos viajar logo, pô.
Look who finally had it so. Big shot. I hear Adler thinks you're good enough to join our crew. We'll see when the waters get deep. So, before I put you to work, let's get everything. I don't know if Adler mentioned it, and for his sake, I hope he hasn't. But you're signing up with the Crimson Fleet. That's if you get through this little. There's a medical supply ship called the Rikon. On board that ship, you'll find a trader named Austin. It's done when rakes head back here when you're finished.
Ava isn't joking. I hope we aren't either.
Prevelzão.
I do not understand. Maybe we can work something out. Well, normally I would say no, but alright. You can dock.
I am not sure what to make of you being here. If you wanted to kill us, you could have done that from your ship. If you wanted our cargo, we could have jettisoned it. I guess I should just stop talking and let you say your piece. That is true. Which means you don't want somebody to know what you are really up to. Now, do you mind telling us what... You really do not know which one of us is Rake, do you? And you do not seem to care either, which makes me think you really... Okay, I have idea. We can strike his name from Manifest, make it... Then, when we dock, we will leave him on this ship and deliver... That is fair. We do not want any part of it. Is that all right with you, Austin?
Do I have a choice?
It does not appear you do. Well then, it is agreed. You go back to your ship. And in case any of your handlers get suspicious, here. We had an... This should be proof you were not...
If you ever get to the key, you better sleep with one eye open and 2 pistols loaded.
This unpleasantness aside, the people of New Homestead will be grateful for these supplies.
Thank you.
So you're the
for
fleet's new
letting
dog,
us
huh?
go. I thought we were dead. I thank you for letting us go.
Eu podia ter explodido todo mundo, né? Sérgio explodindo todo mundo, até parece.
Anything I can do for you?
Fortão Foguetes não vai fazer cagada agora. Ah, vamos bem. Tomando um pau aqui, os caras não... Tô apertando o O pra reparar, ele não repara, mas... vou morrer nessa merda, vou morrer. Fudeu. Por quê? Tchau. Pera aí, deixa eu mutar aqui. Tururu, tururu, estou de volta no mais alto astral. Ah, não vou sair não, cara. Nesse calor aqui, 30 e tantos graus só pra ir no shopping, ter que me trocar. Eu já tô mais suado que um porco. Mais gordo que o leitão. Eu acho incrível como você apertar o botão de repair nunca funciona no espaço nessa merda. Mais fácil eu ir no Age e apertar o negócio. Ou tem que ficar segurando o zero e... Puta, cara, segurar zero no meio de uma dogfight é tipo... Porra, eu tô perdendo uma mão de graça, né? Os créditos da luta são meus. Cobalto? Tá bom. Obrigado pelo cobalto.
Thanks for the help with the Ecliptic. I had it under control, but it definitely went fast. Now tell me about the Ragana. Give me some good news, then we can... You know what? I have no idea. I suppose I could... Huh. No kidding. That'll make Delga... I would have preferred if you hadn't left witnesses behind, but anyway. You wanted into the Crimson Fleet? Hope this business with Rakes taught you something. Because I'm about to... If you screw up, and I wind up looking like an asshole, I'm gonna send someone after you. Yeah? Last person who said that was Rake. Now that you know the deal, I'm gonna upload the coordinates for our headquarters in the Crick system. Head out there as soon as you can.
Ainda não foi suficiente pra eu liberar a licença de nave, né?
Vigilance indeed. So many of these fine folks joined SysDef due to tragic circumstances.
I had a friend on the Ragana. I hope I'll be able to see him next time we're on shore leave.
Yes. What?
At ease, soldier. We got the message from the Ragana about Austin Rick. We had him dropped off at a separate port, off the books. Suffice to say, he's got a lot to answer for. That's a smart line to follow. Part of this role you're playing, just remember not to lose yourself.
We wouldn't be the good guys if we did.
Oh, one more thing before we move on. For transparency's sake, you should know we were the ones that hired Ecliptic to attack neighbor ship. There was concern after what happened with the Ragana that you might have trouble earning neighbor. Coming to her rescue ensure that would... Ah, so I take it you have good news. Then it worked. You're in. Sounds like everything. Now it's time for the next phase of the mission.
Our intel on Saoirse was correct. After we received reports on your interaction with Adler Kemp, we picked up on your rendezvous with Neva Moore.
Our files indicate she's second in command, so getting on a good side will ensure you get into the Crimson Fleet. The woman has a record that could stretch across Sol and back. She started young. She's a force to be reckoned. Yes, you passed, but before we get too confident, that either... Just remember, these are
and their ruthlessness is only surpassed by... You should proceed with caution.
So what's next for you on? Where you'll meet Delgado.
Delgado is the leader of the Crimson Fleet. I have a profile. You'll want to know the individual cadences of every member of the fleet.
I wonder if the files mention any of his poker tales. Pirates and gamblers are basically part of this.
You will be thankful you did the homework when it comes time for the test. In any case, now that you're with the fleet, we will shadow you eventually, but we'll need to maintain our distance. This will also give us time to bolster our defenses.
Sir, on that note, shall we begin implementing the upgrade to our...
Immediately, Lieutenant. Notify the engineers and relay the info. I hope your entry into the fleet has overcome any doubts you may have had regarding your mission. Keep up the good work.
We don't have a full map of the fleet's roster. The members change too quickly.
Tá, aqui eu não consigo vender nada. Vala, onde que tem outro negócio lá? Ah, é sim. Deixa eu ir pra Hoptown rapidinho, só vender umas coisas. E aproveitar para dar uma olhada numa paradita. O YouTube já esteve melhor, hein? Bem melhor. Já esteve muito melhor. Pô.
Selling the ship? Getting a new one? Well, this is the place to do it, I guess.
Eu não tô vendendo a nave, cara. Eu não tô.
Excuse me? You ready to do some business? What are you looking for?
Vendo umas paradas. Dizer adeus pra isso aqui, pra isso aqui, pra isso aqui. Isso aqui também. Nossa, 44.
Payday is always a good day.
Hey, you might want this.
Bora pra Trix, então. Vai pra lá.
Hail acknowledged. Duck where you like.
Something for you.
Get out of my face.
You said the take was 10K, but it was 30. Big difference on 40% of 10 versus 30.
You wanted 4K, you got 4K. Not my problem.
I don't trust shielding. I got secret compartments on my ship just in case.
Everyone, learn to feel the fleet.
You kidding me? Way to make a mess in front of my new rook.
Hey, steal from me and get caught? Better off dead.
Sounds like you did the fleet a favor. Now toss this body out of an airlock. Before it turns into a damn air freshener. The hell took you so long? Forget how to... Please. It'd be one less sloppy rook whose mess I had to clean up. The last thing I need is another Austin rate getting cold feet. You want to leave the fleet? You pay the price. I don't care. Time is money and you've wasted. But, all that aside, you made it. Pencils ready? This floating scrap heap you're standing on is called the key. Might look a little beat up on the outside, but... You think? And that's only part of it. I can give you the short version while we walk.
I love tours. Gift shop last this time though, right? I want to stay focused.
Anyway, I'll tell you all about the key. But it's better if I show you too. Follow me. All right. History time. So, the key is in orbit around Suvorov. That's the very same ice ball where the United Colonies built a supermax prison they call the Lock. The UC is so clever. Supermax prison, lock, key. Cute, huh?
E vai, filhão.
Now, we've got everything the fleet needs right here.
Of course, you've got to pay for it. Remember, on the key, credits are king. What the hell is this?
All right, hang on, Nev. Before you get pissed, I've got my hands full.
Jasmine, sweetie, I'm trying to give a tour here. So you want to tell me why those damn doors are sealed?
It's called a malfunction. You know, that thing I spend most of my day dealing with. Believe me, my people are on it. Have a little faith for once.
Aw. And you, always, Angel. This here's Jasmine. You need anything for your ship, she's got you covered. We'll hit up the depot next since these doors have given out on us. So anyway, we were talking about the lot. About 100 years ago, the prisoners down there rioted and took over the place. After stealing some ships, they were actually able to make it up here and took over the key.
About time you brought us new blood, Neva. I was getting tired of trading with the same old faces.
You're just ticked everyone's getting wise to your ridiculous prices, Aludra. Anyway, welcome to the depot, Rook, where you'll be lucky if these blood-sucking leeches don't bleed you completely dry.
Whoa, whoa. It's not our fault that people don't appreciate how much it costs to get untraceable merchandise onto the key.
Neva's just whining because she thinks she lost a ton of cash selling us a shipment of gear. She should have done her homework.
Yeah, sure, laugh it up. I'll remember that next time I need something from you cheapskates. Let's move on.
Looking to make
Back
quick
to
work
my
of your
story.
enemies?
After the liberated prisoners grabbed the key, they established it as a base of operations and began pirating the spaceways. That was how the Crimson Fleet began. Of course, Jasper Cricks had a lot to do with all that, but we'll get to him later. Rook, meet Zuri, queen of the rare exports.
If I don't have it, you don't need it.
Neuroamps, blueprints. Hit her up and she'll take care of you.
Speaking of which, you still owe me for that last purchase, Neva. It's like 5 figures. Don't make me collect it the hard way.
The hard way? Oh no. Rook, protect me from Zuri's vengeance. Enough of the bullshit, Zuri. I'll pay you when I pay you. Deal with it. Got a problem with that? Take it up with the boss.
My prices
On the
may
right,
be high,
got
but
Bradley
these
from the Trade
goods
Authority.
ain't exactly easy to find.
I'm sure you know the deal there. He'll buy pretty much anything, no matter how hot. Then we got our med bay on the left, run by the one and only Samina Mizra. She'll patch you up, if you've got the money. We don't run any free clinics up in here, you don't? Okay, this is our final stop. Over there, you've got the Last Nova, where Bog serves watered-down drinks at ridiculously exorbitant prices. And right here is the most important place on the entire station, the Reckoner's Core, run by the incomparable Shinya Voss.
Another new Rook, Neva? I can't believe Delgado still lets you recruit, given what happened with the last one.
You mean Austin Rape? It's been taken care of, all right? I don't like loose ends, and this Rook is the one who tied it off.
Perhaps next time you'll try to be a bit more discerning regarding your choices. It's far more cost-effective.
Yeah, love you too, darling. Anyway, Shinya handles our lifeblood. The money. We call him our Reckoner, but if you ask me, he's actually a pain in the ass.
And Neva will slit your throat if she thinks you'll bleed creds.
Go to hell, boss. Take care of our new friend here, or I'll find a way to pull the pin on that little party popper in your chest. Anyway, Shinya will get you set up in our system. I've got real work to do. Once you're done, head upstairs and I'll introduce you to the boss.
Time for a proper introduction. I am Shinya Voss, the official reckoner for the Crimson Fleet. And since Neva so thoughtfully mentioned it, yes, this is a bomb embedded in my chest. And no, I'll never know the meaning of the word humble. In fact, I find Delgado's idea of a security measure to be quite empowering. Glad you approve. Obviously, betrayal isn't taken lightly around here. Since I oversee the bulk of transactions and maintain all accounts for the fleet, I'm a prime target for information. Should our enemies capture me or I grew any semblance of a moral conscience, you might consider me the greatest threat we have. For Delgado, the bomb grants peace of mind and a certain degree of safety. Essentially, but I sleep soundly knowing I'm one of the few that can piss Delgado off and live. Should I die, all of my knowledge, the accounts, the credits, he holds the trigger, but we all know that my death cripples the fleet. It's why he's the boss. Of course, I'm not the first reckoner to bear a bomb under my ribcage, but Delgado was smart enough to continue. Now, let me get you set up. Thanks to advanced modifications even Dujin would envy, I can interface directly with our mainframe and the Galbank network. This allows me to move and clean credits faster and more efficiently than any run-of-the-mill cyber runner. There, you're done. All you need now is Delgado's blessing, and you'll be one of us. None. Other than my chest and arm modifications, Is the interview over now? The perfect segue into my... Thanks to our relations with contacts across the galaxy, I've granted you all the necessary permissions to act. If Neva's chosen wisely. Now, I believe that covers all I have to say. Take the elevator to the upper level. You should be able to...
Muito bom. Gostei.
Doors have been repaired. Oh, and you're welcome, Nev.
We may not have official security on the key, but we always don't even try to rip. Hey, I'm all.
Que ruim. Só agora tô parecendo coisa voando, cara. Isso que eu acho engraçado.
Always a pleasure.
Rook?
So there I am. You see security on my tail, and my
What'll it be, friend? Bye?
And you know what I find back there? The fattest leech I've ever seen.
Well, a well-kept appearance gives the impression of a respect. The more respectable the place, the more credit. The fleet's got an impressive commerce. They even managed a legitimate business on the key is like no other. It's the sole Not everyone thinks so. There are a few Neva. Regardless, as long as the fleet has goods to push, the Trade Authority will always... I hope you're not long.
Ah, cara, sabe o que é duro, né? O negócio tem finalmente uma versão refined da arma que eu uso toda hora. Por um preço filha da puta. E com uma mod de um jeito que eu não quero. Pior que ele é muito bom tirando short barrel, então eu devia pegar isso aqui e modificar ele pra ter o long barrel, na real. Pronto. Não é nem longa, é standard, né, nesse aqui. Tira o short, bota standard e fica tudo certo. Falando nisso, será que a loja de armas lá atrás já tem um...
Are you looking to start something? Because I'll finish it.
Não, eles não tem mesinha de modificação aqui, né? É foda também. Mas tudo bem.
Sysdef probably thinks we're a bunch of mindless marauders. We here in Ops beg to differ.
So, now that we are all here, the two of you are the only rooks that have made the latest cut. The rest, well, let's just say, Neva's willing to put her neck on the line and vouch for you. Which means... you'd better not disappoint. Really? All right, let's get started. When you sign up with the Crimson Fleet, you're in it for the long haul. No, you stay loyal or you pay the consequences. Fleet before friends. Fleet before family. Boss. Good.
Can we get on with this? I want to get drunk at the last Nova.
I'm impressed. That is the first intelligent thing you have said since you two seem so eager to move forward. Pack your cold weather gear, rooks.
Oh, God, don't tell me you're dragging him down to Suvarol for another one of your little 10 Johns to the surface, 12 dead rooks. You'd think by now you would have given up on that.
Crix's legacy is no... We've got fresh eyes in the fleet. And if these two want to impress, they're going to...
I hope you're right, Dale.
This initiation, as Neva calls it, is your chance to... Crix led the riots that gave birth to the Crimson Fleet. Before Crix left the fleet, he left a message talking about a major score. Somewhere down the line, they started calling it Crix's Legacy. If we're gonna beat those odds, we'll first need a lead.
Dale's leaving out the best part. That this whole search is based on a handful of words on a Crix left a lot of big talk on that recording. And not a lot of facts.
When we get our hands on Crix's legacy, the fleet will be operating at a complete... Exactly. Okay, enough this. To that end, the next stop is the lock. Since Mathis doesn't have a ship, he's going to ride with me. I'll see you.
Every time I see Ramsey smile, I want to punch him in the face.
I thought Delgado needed you on the planet. Why are you talking to me?
Bom, pra saber, eu acho que eu vou aproveitar deixa. Vou salvar isso aqui. Vou dar um quit rapidinho, depois eu volto. E pirataria é top demais.